Good morning. Welcome to Strength Series #2. Really, this is your first proper workout today because yesterday was a little bit more like a masterclass, and today is our first proper workout. So we're working predominantly the lower body. So if you've ever done any of my Pert Bum series, it's not dissimilar to that, but we're working more full body, but really big glutes focus, and we're working unilaterally. So just get warmed up with me. You do want to grab a chair for one of the exercises, or two of the exercises. Don't worry if you don't have a chair. I will give you options for it, but it is ideal because we want to do some hip thrusts and some elevated glute bridges. And they're probably one of the most, or should I say the best exercises for really getting glute activation going. So really getting those glutes fired up. So yeah, do try and grab a chair for a couple of the exercises. Now, we're working unilaterally, and the reason why we want to work unilaterally is, and when I say unilaterally, by the way, I mean one-sided. So we're doing an exercise one-sided and then the other. And the best thing about unilateral moves is that you're really working your core a lot because you need that stability. So our core comes into play a lot more than if you're working both sides at the same time. And it also corrects any imbalances. So if you've got any strength imbalances, so you're stronger on one side than the other, then it can correct those as well. So there's huge benefits from working unilaterally. Just give me some shoulder rolls, big arm circles. Now we've got 8 exercises to get through. I'm going to break them down into 3. 3 for the first one, 3 for the second, and then we go for 2 for the last one. And we're going to repeat the exercises for 3 rounds. So although we're working lower body, we're working quite a lot through, because we're working unilaterally, we're working quite through the adductors, okay, through the inner thighs. And if you're joining me for Pilates afterwards, then that's going to be quite a lot focused on the inner thighs as well. So also, if you are your balance isn't great, then you probably do need to grab a chair for support on the first couple of exercises, just so you've got something to hold for balance purposes. Or if you're next to a wall, you can just place one hand onto the wall. So I hope you enjoy this session. It's going to be quite tough. Opening out those hips. Now, majority of my strength series workouts, because we're focusing on certain muscle groups, it's really about building strength, okay? So we're not doing much jumping around, if any. And so if you do want to pair it with something high intensity, then even if you're just going in to some of my 5-minute workouts, I've got an 8-minute zone, 8-minute workouts, if you just want to get that little bit of cardio burst. And obviously I'm doing HIIT every day as well, so for those that want to get a little bit of a sweat on, but we will be sweating lots anyway. So, first exercise. Now, if you've got a mat, in fact, I'm going to take my trainers off. If you've got a, working with a mat, I'm going to take my socks off. So I'm stripping off. If you're working with a mat, because this one's quite thick, okay, I've got quite a thick mat here. So if I stand off the mat on the first exercise, I'm going to get, my balance is going to be much better, okay, so I'm going to move my mat out so I'm on the hard surface. Because you're on that cushiony bit, you're going to get a little bit of wobble going on. Now you can use a kettlebell for this workout, because you can lift quite heavy, okay. So what we're going to do is first, working unilaterally, so you only need one weight or one kettlebell, okay? So our first exercise, this is where you need your balance. Okay, we're coming down and up. So single leg deadlift, single leg deadlift, down and up. And we're going to go for 12 reps of each. So wall, next to a wall or a chair for support. We really want to lower our torso down nice and low. You're working through your core, okay? And we're really going to target that glute as well. And because we're going straight down, you get some hamstring and adductor activation at the same time. Okay, so that's your first exercise. Then we're going to go for a B stance RDL, Romanian deadlift. So what that means is we're going to just take our foot back to here. Okay, so it's just resting. So you see from the side, it's just resting here. And I'm going to come down. Okay, up. So because we're more narrow, we're getting a little bit more activation through the hamstrings, through the quads, as well as through the glutes. And then the second exercise, we're going for a front racked reverse lunge. So either weight up in front of you or double weights if you're using dumbbells. And we're going to go for a really wide stance lunge. So we want to step back nice and wide, okay? And then power up. And then the other side, down, power up. So we're really lifting from the front leg. You need to power up from the front leg. Now a wide stance, I'm going to talk you through it, but if you go for a really wide stance, okay, you'll feel, when you're down in this position, you'll feel the hamstrings really engaging. You feel the adductors really engaging in the inner thighs. You really feel those really pulling there. You're really getting that glute activation and then powering up with that front leg. Now there's lots of different variations of a lunge that I will be going through with you over the next few weeks, but we're going for a wide stance because then we're getting multiple muscle groups in one go, okay? So there are your exercises. We're going to go for 12 reps of each and we're going to repeat for 3 rounds. Ready? I was going to set my timer then, but I don't need to. Okay, so my weight is going to be in my left hand and my left leg goes out, okay? So are you ready? Let's go. No quicker than me. 1, we're going slow down, a little bit quicker up. 2, I've got a slight bend in that standing leg. 4, that's it. Really push your foot through the ground. Exhale as you come out of the exercise. Exhale at the top. Trying to drop that torso nice and low. 8, 9, 10, core in tight all the time. 11, 12, straight into the other side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, core in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12, B stance, deadlifts. Okay, so 1 foot back, toe pointing out slightly. We're lowering down, okay? So back to the original side, coming down, slight bend in this knee this time, okay? Into this position, back nice and straight, core in nice and tight, and up. 1, squeeze those glutes at the top, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, you feel that more of a hamstring activation here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, other side. Foot back, in position. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gets those hammies going. Front racked. Weight up. Elbows stay close. We're going to step back. Nice wide stance. Okay, as wide as you can. Ready? Remember, you can do this without a weight. If you want to have a chair for support, please feel free. I'd rather you get good range of movement than adding a weight, okay? Ready? Step back nice and wide. Power up. Other side. Pause it. Power up. 1. 2. 3. 4. Feel everywhere activating. 5. 6. 7. Try and push those hips back. 8. Try and stay upright. 9. Pushing that front foot into the ground as you stand. 10. 11. 12. Straight into round number 2. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, dropping that chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Try and get that chest nice and low. Ready, other side, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. B stance. Now, I want you to place the weight down. If you've got a kettlebell, place the weight down. Get nice and low, okay? So foot back. We're coming down. Bend that front knee. Place it, reset. Pause it here and stand, okay? So down, pause it, stand. 2. Just hold the weight down if you've got a dumbbell. 3. Keep that leg nice and close. 4, 5. So we're getting a lot more recruitment of the hamstring muscles in this B stance position. 6, 7, slight bend in this knee. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, other side, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, get those glutes working at the top. 'Exhale here. 11, 12, front racked squats, front racked lunges. Try and step out that little bit wider, keep your chest up nice and high, power through that front leg to stand you back up. Ready? Nice wide stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it, step right wide. 6, a little wider if you can. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done, round number 3. Okay, you ready? Final round of these. Get nice and low. Work through those glutes, core nice and tight. Down. 1. Power up. A little quicker on the way up this time. Exhale at the top. Try and straighten your leg a little bit more so it's just off lock. 10, 11, 12, other side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. B stance. I want your foot to be slightly behind this time. Okay, here rather than out here. Okay, and a little bit more of a bend in that front leg this time. I'm staying narrow here, okay? Narrow stance. Ready? More of a bend this time, so we're going to really get those glutes even more working harder. Okay, rest that weight down. Slow. 2, 3. Really getting those inner thighs working as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We get much more of the glute medius muscle, more on the side and at the top in that stance rather than the deadlifts. Okay, front rack, try and stay upright. We're working full leg here, but the wide stance and the powering up from the front leg is really getting that glute working. Okay, step back as far as you can. Power up, try and tap that back knee down if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pushing that front foot through the ground as you stand. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done. Okay, your next exercise is this is where your chair comes into play. I'll show you an option if you don't have a chair. Sofa, to be honest, actually that's probably a little bit too high for me. But I can't turn my camera around to my sofa. So you want it probably a little bit lower than that, because what we're going to do, we're going to stay quite close to the chair. One foot's going to be up, okay? So if from the side position, you can just see your leg through the back, okay? And we're going to come down nice and low. And I want you to try and touch that knee all the way down to the ground and stand. And we're going to stay there for 12 reps, okay? So if you don't have a chair, then you just mirror that position to here, okay? Down, up, dropping your chest over your front knee, okay? You'll feel the difference in where it's working in your glutes and here. Okay, so we're going to go one side and then the other, okay? Then we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to come up, okay, and we're going to walk our feet all the way out to straight and walking our feet back in. So out and in. Then we're going to come onto the side and we're going to go for a clam. Okay, so lifting your legs up nice and wide gets here and the glute medius, which is the muscle at the top, okay? But you get your under glute maximus on this side, okay? So 12 reps of each. Please feel free to add a weight on those clams if you want to, and on those hamstring walkouts, you can place a weight here. Okay, ready? So the foot that is up, okay, this position, the foot that's up is the side that you got your weight. Okay, are you ready? 12 reps, let's go. Nice and low. I'm managing to place the weight down and my arm is slightly bent because I'm so low. 1, 2, 3, Keep that core in tight, exhale at the top. 4, 5. It's like I'm trying to push this knee all the way back to my chair leg. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, feel that in the front. 12. And if you have a feel on this side, just feel those muscles that's working. Okay, place your hand underneath there. I always look to see where my foot position was on the other side to make sure I'm in the same stance position. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, pushing that knee back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, feel those adductors working. 9, 10, hamstrings going at it. 11, 12. Coming down to the ground, weighted or not weighted, it's up to you. So you can place the weights on your hips for walkouts. Okay, are you ready? I've got hair in my eye. Hips up. Let's walk out all the way, keeping your hips up off the ground. We're working the back of the legs, the hamstrings predominantly here, but working through the adductors as well. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit of glute activation at the same time. 4, keep those hips up. 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit through the lower back as well. 9, 10, 11, 12. Turning onto your side. Because we're only doing 12 reps, you may well be able to do these weighted. I know before we've done lots of reps. Okay, so we want to open out, but we want to lift the leg up as well, lift the foot up slightly. So you're going to feel it in your glute maximus on the underside, glute medius on the upper side, as well as your outer thigh as well here, and the adductors on this side. Okay, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, exhale at the top of the movement. 3, 4. If you need to stay here, that's fine, okay? Just open out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, try and pause it at the top just for a second, 10, 11, 12. Back up on your feet as quickly as you can. Round number 2. Ready, in position. Come on, music, why have you stopped? 1 foot up, giving you a rest to get into position. Oh, come on. Hopefully it will start. There you go. Right, 1 foot up. We're going to do a little pause in now, okay? Pulse it down at the bottom. Ready? Let's go. Pulse it up. 1. Pulse it up. 2. Pulse it up. 3. Pulse it up. 4. 5. Come and get a little lower. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Switch sides. Ready? Let's go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Onto the ground for our walkouts. Ready? Weight on your hips. Lift up. Walk out. Keep those bums off the ground. 1. 2. 3. 4. Try and walk out all the way to straight. 5. 6. 7. 8. Feel your back working as well. 9. 10. 11. 12. Onto your side. You can feel that back working in the lumbar spine. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. Ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back up on your feet. Round number 3. Come on, move, move, move. Foot up. I will be going through different stance positions because you're going to work slightly differently if you're further out than if you are in. So we're quite close today. It just means we're working more through the glutes and through the adductors. Okay, ready? Foot up. Pause it. Let's try and get a little lower this time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's so much you can do. I've got a bench, but I tend to use a chair just because most people don't have a bench. But I would usually do this on a bench. But if you don't have a chair, decent chair. Honestly, you can pick some up for like £3 or something ridiculous. And it's such a good prop. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm getting tired now. 7, 8. Come on, lower. 9, 10, 11, 12. Down on the ground, walkouts. Come on. Ready? Are you down? Hips up, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Try not to walk out with the same side all the time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Onto your side. Are you still with me? Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Okay, our last little circuit. We're going to stay with the same exercise just so we don't have to move around. Now, anyone that doesn't have a chair, because we're going to put our back on the chair, hip thrust, probably one of the best glute exercises you can find, okay? If you don't want to do that on the back on the chair that we've done before many a times, then I want you to be here, okay? Glute bridge, really squeeze. So just make sure your feet are hip width apart, knees are fist width apart, okay? Be conscious of that. Look at your knees, okay? And really think about hips high, ribs low, okay? And really clench those butt cheeks. Okay, we're just going to stay 12 reps, but we're going to stay here and do 3 rounds. And then we've got one more exercise after that. So when you take your hands to the chair, if you're on a sofa, you can put your hands out to the side, okay? So it's where my bra strap is, basically. You can support your head. You can have your hands wherever you want them here, and you can add a weight to it, okay? So I'm going to add a weight because we're only going for 12 reps. Okay, so your feet want to be close to you. The further you are your feet away, the more you're going to work through your hamstrings. The further your feet are in close to you, and you want them wide. I'm right at the edge of my mat, okay? I don't want this to happen, this curve. I want to tuck it under, okay? So I'm going to come up, tuck my pelvis under. Never do this, okay? Your head wants to be looking forward. Okay, ready? So, down. I'm looking forward, thrusting my hips up at the top. So I want to think here, hips higher than my ribs. Because I'm short, this doesn't happen, okay? So, a lot of you that are taller than me, I'm only 5'2", you'll be able to get those hips up higher. So ordinarily, I'll probably do this on a lower bench, okay? So ready? Let's go for 12. 1, squeeze, clench those butt cheeks at the top. 2, really getting the adductors working because we've got a wide stance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just rest down. Okay, we're going to go again for 12. As you can see, I'm powering up. I'm really thrusting those hips up, powering up at the top, okay? Keep those feet in, nice and wide. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, exhaling right at the top of the movement. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Resting down. Ready to go again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh! Coming down now. Last one, last bit of work. So if you did those as glute bridges, okay, what I want you to do now is take your legs out a lot further. So if you were just on the ground doing a glute bridge here, take your legs out, okay, and do a glute bridge. So you're going to work more of your hamstrings, and you'll see it here. Okay, so my feet are going to be up. Now if I come in really close, okay, and come up like this, I've got much more glute activation, but we're not going to do that. We're going to come out a little bit further, okay? So my feet are just slightly off, what do you call it, 45-degree angle. Okay, ready? Last bit of work. So lift up. Again, think hips high, ribs low. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So not only are we working through the glutes there, but because we're a little bit further away from the chair, we're going to feel it right at the bottom of our hamstrings, okay, just here. When we work in these glute bridges and we want to really activate the glutes more, we'll be much closer to the chair. Okay, round number 2. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, squeeze, 11, 12. I'm just going to move that little bit further away now from the chair for the final one. Okay, you'll feel the difference. Now you're a little bit further away. You'll feel it more in your hamstrings. Ready? By the way, my hands, you don't have to do anything with your hands. I'm just doing that because I don't know. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, can feel the difference. Really getting those hamstrings, a little bit through the calves as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just that slight movement adjustment I made. It's much more getting more recruitment through from the hamstrings. 10, 11, hold it up. 12. Oh, feel that, feel that, feel that. Everywhere. Slowly down. Well done. Tuck those knees in. Oh, take those legs up to straight. Oh, bend that down. Ooh. Coming all the way up to standing now. Well done. Lower body blasted. Take one foot up. Drop your chest, reach forward, stretch out those hamstrings. Now I find this is a great hamstring stretch, but I find if I slightly bend through the knees and drop my chest forward, I get a greater hamstring stretch and through the adductors. And the other side, straight to start with. Slight bend. Take a seat, take one foot over your knee and then lean forward, stretching out your glutes. And the other side. And coming up, grab hold of your back foot, stretch out your quads, push your hips forward, push. And the other side, push. Have a shake out, well done.